Couple of voicemails to get to. 219-2-DAVID-P is our voicemail line. You can call 24 hours a day. Here's another voicemail about Lewis not voting. Let's take a listen.
Hi guys, Nina A here again. This is for Lewis. Lewis, I totally understand why you're dissatisfied with the system, with the two-party system, and with the financial state of our politics, but I'm curious to know what you think not voting will actually do. Yesterday you said that you're probably doing more for politics by producing the show, and that's probably partially true, though I wonder how much of your audience are left-leaning, politically interested people in the first place, so I guess we could argue that point. I'm just wondering, have you ever thought about voting for third-party candidates?
Okay, so that's a good point. What do you think will improve by you not voting?
I haven't really thought about that.
I
haven't really thought about that. And
so Nina brings up a good point.
It is a good point. I mean, if someone who is just unaware of how things operate, votes, but doesn't really pay attention to things, ask me about it, I say, well, I don't vote. And they'll say, well, why? Maybe I can tell them, maybe my not voting will be, what's the word?
The catalyst for change? But you don't believe that.
A little far-fetched.
Yeah, I mean, it's nonsense.
I'm just pissed off about everything, so I don't vote. Have I thought about voting for a third-party candidate? No. Unfortunately, our system is set up so that they have no shot of winning.
Especially if people don't think they can win and don't vote for them.
Vote. I mean, you vote for a third-party candidate. Your vote is completely irrelevant.
Natan, you want to comment?
Well, you just said it, Dave. If everyone thinks like Lewis, then third parties will never have an impact. I mean, obviously in the 92 and possibly in the 96 general elections, the third-party candidate, Ross Perot, got a lot of the vote and certainly affected the election.
No question about it.
However, you could argue that the people who voted for him didn't get anything out of it, really.
All right, one more voicemail here. Let's take a listen.
Hey, David. I just wanted to ask you guys, well, all three guys, a question about Mitt Romney and how everything's unfolded since he began running for president. Wouldn't it beg the question, don't you think maybe they should have chose somebody else after everything's unfolded? I mean, with the 47% video that just came out, and it seems like every day you can't go without saying something stupid.
Yeah, I think that if the 47% video had come out in the middle of the Republican primary race instead of after he had already been officially nominated at the Republican National Convention, it could have had a pretty big impact because other Republicans would also have been very critical of him. It absolutely could have changed the direction of things. Do Republicans now wish that they had picked someone else? Maybe so. That's a really good question. Lewis, am I wrapping or are we going?
We're done.
We're done. We'll see you tomorrow.
Show at davidpakman.com.